Let's do it. That's 40 minutes late, but this game has begun. All right, it's Cool Spot. I promise the delay was not caused by Cool Spot, but I'll blame it if I can find a way. The goal of Cool Spot is to be cool enough to find the exit. And I mean that literally. You have to earn cool points, 60% I believe, before you're allowed to exit. How cool is your spot? This game's hitboxes on everything. It's something. We're looking for level 2, the pirate ship. I guess it might just be a regular ship, actually. But anyway, we're looking for the ship. It needs beaten. Nobody's even halfway cool enough to exit this stage, so no one's even in close proximity of the ship yet. It's just a platformer. You have a gun out of your fingers. Finger guns. I don't think you can heal your spot, but there is a bunch of extra lives and stuff. For 35%, Devil Rays in the lead. Coolness. Yep, you gotta collect 60 out of 100 to exit here. That's mandatory duty. Thankfully, that's not too hard to find 60. They're usually in packs of 3 or 4 at least. There's a whole batch right there on Devil Ray's screen. That's probably enough to become cool. Finished. Alright. It's very clear about when you're ready to go. And she already saw the stage, so this won't be long, right? How are the other players doing? They're not too far off. KM is the closest, I think. Alright, this game is more awful than it looks. If it doesn't look awful, it's deceiving you. Don't be fooled. It's pretty bad. A lot of problems with this game. Stage 1 defeated. Another player's almost there. Oh no, didn't hit the cage. These balloon jumps are really annoying, but they're not undoable. The second stage is where this game just falls to pieces, so of course that's the one I'm looking for. 15 minutes left to finish it. You gotta finding the way, ignoring the spots, just finding the way to the exit is a nightmare. 3 players on stage 2. It's just up to Amy to find the exit now. They've got the coolness they need. Looks like they know where to go. It's not a whole lot to level 1. The balloon jumping is annoying, but it is pretty obvious the way to go after a while. They accidentally earned a bonus level, which might not be a great thing. I guess they might need the lives, I'm not sure. They're too cool. This exceptional coolness is a penalty. Now they have to do this 7-up bonus round. They really are stuck in here, and they keep getting time extensions to make it even worse. I don't know if they realize they're doing that, but this bonus is not part of the challenge. This obnoxious bubble jumping bonus round. I think nobody would play stage 2 and pretend this game is good. I think that's where spirits will be broken. Nostalgia aside, I mean, I've had people argue about every single game on this freaking earth about how good it actually is and how stupid I am. Like Bubsy, for example. But most of those people didn't beat Bubsy, they just played stage 1. Stage 1's okay, I guess. Not really, it's still pretty crappy, but it's not the awful thing that it is later. It's not the spaceship. That's a real nightmare, and I don't feel like anyone would say it's good if they got that far. Of course, it was a long time ago, also. That was a good song. It's not Cool Spots music, though. Let's play some of it. There you go. This, of course, is not their music original, so they just took this song, huh? That's fine. It's cool to steal. Cool spot. Our players are getting through. It's a wild amount of ropes with worms on them. And slow goings. There's some crabs every once in a while. Silver Ray, 50%. Here is a much worse song. It's actual game music, you know, so that's what happens. 60% is achieved. All they have to do now is get there. Can they find it? I'm worried the KM will wipe out here with their 1 life left. I don't think you can heal up. I think you're stuck with damage. Devil's almost died, but has an extra. Just needs to get a good checkpoint if they must. I'm not sure where the exit is because this level's so same looking. This clam. Oh, they bit it. KM nearly defeated too. Oh man. I don't know where they're gonna get put. Even just having to redo this stage is a pain in the ass. If they have to restart the whole game, it's gonna be a rough time to finish. Huge hitboxes on these enemies, especially the crabs. Just imagine huge squares above each pincer. That's the reality. There's pits. Double Ray is done with Spot. Moving on to Blaze of Vengeance. Congratulations. $11.37 on that one. KM has to start over on Spot. Man, gross. Let's play the, looking for the ship song. I don't know which one it would be. There's so many levels in this game I've never even heard of. No one's ever played this far in Spot. I think this is what they're hearing. I'm pretty sure. Blade's Vengeance, just level 1, EA. They have their choice of characters here in this wonderful game. Here's your soundtrack, Blaze of Vengeance. So we have 2 melee characters and a wizard. They all play differently. None of them are better than the other. The wizard's being ranged is weaker for it. I'm not sure that that's a good thing. The range isn't good enough to make up for that, really. It's not terrible, though. It's not unusable. Yeah, that's the case for the bonus round in Spot, is maybe the extra life and continue and stuff that's in it pay off, and apparently it did. Let's not have to do stage 1 again. But stage 1 is so short. I don't know how much time was spent on that bonus round. Our players only have 6 minutes left to finish stage 2. Grump might make it. I recognize where he's at. Grump did not make it. I assume they fell in a pit and lost that life. They have passed on that game. I thought I was looking over to see them say done, but But I saw pass instead. Man, that sucks. I wonder if Devil took that death on purpose. Get that full heal at the start there. This game screams Genesis platformer to me. There's so many just like this. Cumbersome Castlevania 1-esque movement. Huge sprites. Pretty decent looking art that makes you think it's better than it is. It's a pain in the ass. I really like that game over screen though. Everybody's gonna switch characters. Looks like I'm Barbarian. Emmy gave up on Cool Spot. There's not a whole lot of tips to give for stage 1. I just told him that the characters play differently. And to try them out. It looks like Devil Ray's taking that tip very seriously, restarting to try out the wizard. Oh no, they're just restarting to get their lives back. That works too. That's a good idea in stage 1 of anything. And this is all this challenge is stage 1, so you want as much as you can get. Barrel through this thing. My advice for this kind of game is the same as it always is. It's a slow platformer. If you walk slow, if it's a pain in the ass, just take your time and destroy enemies who think like if you'd rather take damage or destroy an enemy, it's worth the time to destroy the enemy. Because when you're moving this slow, any risk of losing is a disaster. It will take forever to get back in on a game like this. Well, as proof that Cool Spot is bad, 3 people out of 4 could not beat stage 2 in 20 minutes. Game only gets worse. KM stubbornly continues to spot despite their time being up and my bot yelling at them. They're close, but not that close. They have another whole section to go through and they've only got 2 hits left. Hey, listen, it may sound horrible to play as well. Double Ray found item usage. I didn't even know about that. I mean, I probably did when I was playing it, but I forgot that that was a thing. There's a scroll and everything. That's neat. That'll be helpful. Now that dude has the Blade of Vengeance. Grump and Devil are in the same place. They both found the secret area. I don't think Devil found the second hidden one there, though. I don't know what those items do. Oh, this is a tedious looking platforming. Story about a skeleton. Falling off here is pretty much the end of you. The boss is pretty big and scary looking. I think people would know if you saw him. It's a big fire dude. Somebody see him? I haven't seen him myself, but I might have missed it. Man, that one orb just did so much damage. Oh no. Jeez, those little fire dudes. That sucks. That fire cloud right there is the boss. Trump is there. Clever use of a force field, too. Man, I wish you had more health in this game. Or if the lives put you where you're supposed to be. Nobody's picked the wizard. Like, what's the deal with these wizard dodgers? I feel like one of them would have won by now, maybe, if they had that range. Nobody's even tried it. Not a single person. That's wild. It's Grump and Devil's like 4th or 5th time through, and they've only used these two. They've not tried the third character. I think that's wild. Like I said, my only hint for this game was they all play differently. Try them all. KM's fighting the boss. He made it there really quick. Got here late and is there on the first try. Amy as well. I don't know how you beat this boss with these two characters. I'm sure you can. Amy did it, in fact. Oh, never mind. I guess that was just a fake death animation. But the wizard sits back and snipes it. So I feel like here's where range helps a lot. Oh, okay, you have to jump up and hit it. You don't get very many swings on him. Gross. He's quite a beast. I feel like this is actually a cloud of fire and they're attacking it with an axe, so you know. Disaster across the board. I swear to God, if we have 4 people go 20 minutes of dying terribly and just refusing to pick the wizard the entire time, I'll be blown away. I mean, I don't have any problem with a barbarian or something. But on my 4th or 5th run, I think I'd be like, maybe I'll try that 3rd dude. Maybe I'm missing something. Doubles at the boss with 1 HP. I'm trying to figure out how the melee people are supposed to beat this guy without taking a hit. He just seems like he's going to get you no matter what. He only has 2 moves as far as I can tell, which are to shoot you while you try and hit him and to spawn a bunch of guys who are really annoying. The 2 moves. Cover race 20 minutes are up. Moving on. Grump's back to the boss. It's not a long stay. It feels long, but it's not that long because they've made it here like 5 times. They just can't get this guy dead. I think if I were playing them, I would try to hit it once, maybe twice, and then run. But when it's got you pinned against the wall like that, then you use the force field. I guess that's the one time where you have to dodge. He certainly does pin them against the wall, though, so maybe being on the right side of him is bad news. You can block! Maybe. Can you block? Grumpmeister's blocking. Hey, that's a strategy. This boss is screwed. This might be it. Will he ever land another hit on Grump? As long as Grump doesn't get greedy. I didn't know about no block. I don't think the wizard can block. I think in exchange for range, he gives up some other things. I don't know. I might be wrong. I didn't know there was a block at all. I think Grump actually is finished. Grump has finished this stupid game. All right. 1826. Worked out the block move. We've had 1 player beat each game so far. Well, yeah, Devil Ray needs to move on. They're past 20 minutes. I told him. My bot tells him too. Hopefully they see the notice. It's been a while. M is also passed on this game. Only KM is still on it. So, like, Cosmic Spacehead. It's an adventure game on the Genesis. My goal is not too far in. I actually reduced it to make it more likely they'll succeed. There is some platforming when you get there. That's a good sign. Good sign of progress. There is a little bit of adventure game shenanigans involved also. Did KM destroy the boss? Without the wizard. Nobody used the wizard. 2 people won. KM saved a lot of time there, actually. Three people. Everyone's on Cosmic Spacehead now. Well, there you have it. Blades of Vengeance is better than Cool Spot. It's more balanced. Well, I guess that's not true because that was just stage 1. And they were on stage 2 of Cool Spot, right? On the other hand, you can choose a character in Blades of Vengeance, and you're stuck with the spot, the Cool Spot. A scary monster in Cosmic Spacehead is going to be the first obstacle the player's going to have to work out adventure game style. I'm tempted to just throw hints at them every 5 minutes or something. I don't know. Will anyone solve Cosmic Spacehead? I'm currently under the impression that nobody has what they need to get rid of the scary monster. Meaning that they did this whole platforming stage for no reason. So that's cool. The monster's definitely in the way of what the goal is. Yeah, that they let you try. They let you do this early. They let you do this ahead of schedule. This is one of the first adventure games I've used on this, and I was wondering how it would go. I guess we'll find out.
Quick anecdote about this game.
Anecdote.
Yeah, I played the NES version of this game after I found a ROM of it, like, years ago when I was a kid. There's a little section where you have to, in order to operate bumper cars in a theme park, you have to get a fake driver's license, and you have to pay $50 for it. And once you do, and you show it to the attendant, and they just immediately ask you, is your name Larry Flint? Spelled like the pornographer, and you just immediately go, yes.
Great.
Yes. Interesting game.
That actually is a point that I was going to have him get to today, but it's earlier than that this time. I changed it.
Yeah,
I don't
this
know
game
if
is
that-
confusing as hell. It's a weird mashup of genres. I'm not sure it really works.
I know what they need to do. I'm waiting to see if anyone will do it. I know the item that they need. They need an item to scare the scary monster away, and I have not seen it on any player yet.
I don't remember anything else from this game other than the Larry Flint joke. I remember Leno Town. I remember a lot of like grad towns that said grad or something or other. Everything was very futuristic and like Jetsony or the Jetsonsy. It was that level of futuristic. A lot of pneumatic tubes. Did not expect to see this game. Well, A, that this game had a port to the Genesis that looks a lot better, and B, that you would make people play this game. Smite. It's saying something. Speaking of which, I submitted a set to you. I think it'll be okay.
Thank you. I'll take a look. I'm surprised that no one found the item. Grumpmeister has, actually. Grumpmeister has done it. I'm not going to say out loud what the item is, but Grump has finished the monster off. I can't believe that no one else is. Again, this is much like the wizard just not being selected in the last game. Did you see that voice dog?
Yeah.
They had 3 choices, and they just kept picking the first 2, despite incredible failure over and over again. A lot like this here, where they're all missing the balloon, is what it is. And I can't believe no one's found it, except for Grump.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember now. Yeah, I do, in fact.
They're doing the right thing. They're bringing stuff to the monster, various things, but none of it's correct. Grump is the first one to make it through. That's really the big hurdle, I think, that they're going to run into. Next up, we got...
Does Devil Ray have the item? No.
We just have one more platforming section, and this game is almost wrapped up. The platforming is so bad in some of these adventure game things that I thought it would be a good idea to just give them the directions. Grump is done. He's found the... This is the goal. My goal later was much deeper.
So, have you seen some of the later areas in this game and some of the gimmicks they use in the platforming sections?
I haven't.
To name one, just pitch black darkness.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So really, the scary monster is the big hurdle here, and once they get that, they just have another platforming stage to go. There are other adventure games like this, and I was thinking, just give them the directions and have them play disgusting platforming in an adventure game, and see how they can translate those directions in real time in 20 minutes.
There's another game that had a really weird mashup of genres that was kind of like this. It was a Robin Hood game for the NES. You ever play that one?
Yes.
With a really bizarre isometric perspective.
It's the 1990s Robin Hood, right? With the... What's his name? Costner.
I think so. Yeah, Prince of Thieves.
It sucks.
It was like I wanted to like it, right? Because it seemed like it should have been pretty cool. It had a bunch of different things going for it.
It's really hard just to get out of the mindset.
It fumbled a lot of execution.
There's some wild music, Spacehead.
This game had some good music on the NES. I think it sounds better on there, maybe.
Ah, this looks good for KM. This is who they need to talk to. There it is. That's it. So now they are equipped, but do they realize it?
Right.
I was wondering, you know, how everyone was missing this NPC, and I guess there's a lot of moving around to be done, to be fair.
Have they realized the utility? Now, do they have to do adventuring platform sections more than once? Do they have to backtrack?
I don't know about that. I don't think so. We're so far behind on packs here. I got another race starting 24 minutes ago, actually.
Nice.
It would appear that Amy has decided the right answer as well. There it is. I don't know why this works, you know. It's just adventure game logic. Of course, you use this on this. Of course. Oh no, it didn't work for him.
Wait, no.
They didn't do
that
it.
again.
I wonder if they messed it up somehow. There's about 7 minutes left for Amy. I'm not sure about the other players. Devil Ray got here first.
What is the deal with Cosmic Spacehead Linus, and why does he have a series dedicated to him?
Is it a comedy?
Yes. I think it's inspired by, like, the old LucasArts games. That's kind of the tone they're going for, I feel like. Maybe a bit more cartoonish.
Trump's time is officially 48-24. Making them first place. Cosmic Spacehead's instant victory for them. Saved a lot of time. Amy came close, but did not get what they needed. Everyone has the balloon now. The next person to win will be the person who figures out how to use it. Simple as that.
So no one's done it yet?
Grumpy did. A long time ago. And that's it. Everyone else just
one
found
person
it.
did.
Finding it is step one. Beating the challenge is honestly just step two. Just using that dumbass item is all you need.
Okay. KM.
Off
There
he
we
goes.
go. I think he now shows up on the world map, floating. I remember him showing up in a little gag repeatedly. Just a reminder that you put him there in orbit forever.
That's funny.
So what's next? Shadowgate? Uninvited? Smite?
Ultima.
Yeah, God, I rented that as a kid. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. For the NES, probably.
Eye of the Beholder, Dungeons and Dragons. Behold these eyes. KM is probably second, 57. 57.
Deadly Towers. Shadowgate would kind of defeat the purpose of the triathlon. That is entirely a do you know the game question. Why and we can assume with Space Linus that nobody knows this fucking game.
Try all your items. 5137, Devil Ray. Amy is so close. Trying every item. Oh, they're leaving. Oh, this is costing them the race. It really did. They almost used the balloon the first time and they canceled it or something. And then they just assumed.
You have the power!
Well, with that, Devil Ray at 5137 is third place.
Spaceman Linus, no!
Did Amy finish game 2? I don't think so. Let me see. No. 60 minutes. Okay, so our times across the board. Devil Ray is third, Amy's fourth. Grumpmeister's first. KM in second place.
Congratulations on being the top spaceman. Sorry, Spacehead. Space Case.
Yep, Grumpy actually was close to finishing Cool Spot and died right at the end of it, so they could have been done here in 40 minutes with a pretty decent time. They would have cleared all 3 games. We did see all 3 games get cleared by somebody, but not any one person got all 3. Rhino Pack was Brutal Pack. Blue Jay, Pelican, or Zebra. Let's see what they pick. H2, second group.
Oh yeah, there he is on Grump's screen. Floating there forever. So we have here Chaos Defrost, Junai CBS, Wobbly Python, and Apt Funk.
Yeah. Games list.
Games list.
Zebra Pack. Cabal. Egg Mania.
Egg Mania.
Clu
Is that a
Clu
puzzle
Land.
game?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Clu Clu Land, hell yeah!
Reached the bonus. Tattoos they put it on John, all of them. They hated Clu Clu Land last time, so I thought I'd bring it back.
Blah, blah, blah.
This group is going twice in a row. They're going to finish today. They're the next one's up as well, so...
Oh, they've got 2 sets to go through?
Yeah, this is Group H.
Can they do that?
Yeah, they sure can. June is in the lead right now. 3. Chaos has 2. Wobbly has 1. Apt lost last time. Waiting to see their broadcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. You started... Yeah, no, you got plenty of time.
Yeah, we do. We have 2.5 minutes, or 2.5 hours here, so... we should be able to do it. Hopefully.
Cabal's on the NES, right?
Yeah.
That's like a NES shooter platformer kind of game. I don't think I really know that. Or do I know Egg Mania? That sounds like a puzzle game.
It's a Tetris sort of game, in essence.
Tetris, but with eggs. Eggtris.
It's weird. I think your goal is to climb using Tetris blocks. You need to make a stack and jump off of it to win, get higher, but it does dissolve if you build poorly. Cabal is a dumb NES shooting game. It's on arcade bits sometimes.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Nice helmet. Nice skull.
Cool skull. Cool war. Wow, cool war. Egg Mania.
Hot Gen Studios.
Clu Clu Land is a good pull. I'd be happy to get that.
Well,
Because there's such a curve for getting the controls.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd have an advantage.
You probably would, because the Ace Pack, Ty Tuesday, Proton John, all them got it, and they hated it so much last time. Proton John being people's favorite to win a lot of the vote goes to him. Usually when I open up the second tier for voting. Absolutely aboard Clu Clu Land, and I'm sure he owns it since he has such a big NES collection, right? I sure do. I have it somewhere.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I had a bunch of games that kind of weren't very common because I had a weird bootleg 101 cartridge as a kid. I don't remember where I got it entirely, but it just kind of ended up in my possessions one day.
As soon as that
Had a lot of
says they
old
are ready.
Konami stuff. We're ready to go, almost.
We have 3 players good. That funk just went live. They have 2 in a row. They want the Pelican set next time. We're starting. Actually, I should wait until he loads Cabal. Ten seconds. It's gonna feel bad turning off the letter V 6 times to put on Cabal's OST. But
Oh boy.
here we go.
Oh, right, this ugly looking game.
War is hell. War is hideous.
War is hideous. So the game has to be ugly, you see.
You have cover, but one bullet destroys it, so, you know, they just don't build walls like they used to. This may be the only song. Yeah, all the other music is boss music, so I guess, you know, this is what they're hearing.
Running bow-legged into the horizon.
Let's play a boss song, I guess. Whatever. I mean, that's better than the other jam. My hint for Cabal is to tap the shooting button is how you throw grenades.
What does level 1 entail? How many screens?
Probably 3 or 4. I don't think it's too far. Once you get the hang of what this game wants, it's actually pretty simple. It's like Wild Guns without the difficulty or the fun, or the art, the music.
Yeah, that's right.
Or the style. Or the theming.
What are they hearing when the guy is running into the screen?
Oh, that would be this.
Good.
These are the jingles.
The sounds when you win war.
Keep out. There's 2 grenadiers in there. Keep out, please. We still have grenades in here.
Can't tell who's winning.
Wobbly and Apter the furthest. And Junade just got there.
Right.
Everyone's
Chaos
here.
is just getting there now. Every time I look at someone's screen, it feels like they're just taking a death. Like, I just see people dying left and right here. It seems like it's really hard. This gets pretty hard.
There is a roll. It looks like Wobbly found it. It's very nice.
Oh, does the roll give you iframes?
I think so. It's just
Okay,
really,
so that's probably what they want you to be using.
It's a big deal breaker. Doesn't look like it does, but it helps a lot to get out of the way in any case. I remembered there being a roll, but I wasn't 100% sure if I was thinking of the right game. Or again, if I was thinking of Wild Guns. Better game.
Yeah, it does seem like Wild Guns has better everything. Theming, mechanics, graphics, sound clips.
This game did come first.
Yeah, this game did it first. This is a rare coin-op. This is an arcade game.
It looks like 1-4 for Junei over there is taking the lead on 1-3.
Okay, just blowing right through it. Everyone else still stuck here. What did they do that everyone else did not? Chaos Defrost also pulls ahead.
It just killed enemies faster. The boss is at 1-5. It's a big dual helicopter. I just checked game facts. Dual blade helicopter, but they misspelled dual. Thanks. 1 game fact for Cabal.
It's a dueling helicopter. It's meant to duel people one-on-one.
It takes your armor when it wins. Everyone seems to have pretty good handle on what's going on here. I haven't seen a game over.
Yeah. It seems like they're maybe picking up lives along the way, too, because no one seems to be low on lives.
I don't know if it gives you back lives at the start of each level, maybe. Is that the dual helicopter? It certainly
Then
is.
maybe the helicopter.
I think that's it. Let's play boss music number 3.
There he is.
In honor of Duel. You gotta watch out for the splash explosion that sticks around when you're walking. Oh no, AppFunk did game over. They're the first one to do that.
There it is.
Hey, 5 minutes and a half.
Junai moves on.
Let me play. Chaos also has done it, according to their Discord log here. I assume that's the boss HP, is that enemy bar.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Well, it's time for eggs.
So I guess your goal is just to kill enough enemies to move through each area, and that's that. Medium difficulty Egg Mania. So you pick up a block, it makes a shape. You can spin that shape if you want. You drop it down, and it creates terrain, which you climb.
Oh.
Your goal, I believe your goal is to get up there first. But if you build wrong, I don't know what exactly causes it. I couldn't figure it out myself, but something causes it to be destroyed.
Wobbly Python is moving on. AppFunk is kind of in trouble here.
Yeah, lost some ground.
Should gain ground.
So I think the big hurdle here is figuring out why the pieces are disappearing and building up as quick as you can. And it seems to me that just making rows was effective. It seems like a slow way to climb quickly, but it was the only way I could build that didn't seem like it was screwing me over. So maybe you have to. Maybe you're not allowed to have big pits in your map all the time.
Are you supposed to build, like, even lines? Or is it sturdier? Do they break?
They do break.
They get taken away?
I think they do break, and that's why. I feel like it makes some kind of baseline secure, and that's what that meter maybe indicates, is how bad your building is.
Stability?
Yeah. They just kind of dissolve. I'm not sure if it's because of the building or because of something the enemy was doing. It's hard to tell. Like, it just did it right there to Junai, and I don't know why. Egg Mania has nothing to do with eggs. Severe lack of eggs in Egg Mania. The goal is to get to the top, for sure. Interesting powers. Well, there's the UFO. Eggmania's Junai's got one win down. Did everyone pick the right options? I saw the first two put it on medium. They're supposed to be a medium hard-boiled. I noticed that they're on different levels than Juna is. The confusion for me lies in when it decides to dissolve your incorrect lines. I don't know really. I was able to build quite a bit sometimes before it dissolved. Other times, it feels like it checked early. I do think that meter has something to do with it. Stability meter. It's got to be what it is. Have Funk's on the boss. The dual helicopter.
Egg Mania looks like a GBA game.
Yeah. It's actually an indie Xbox port or something. I don't know, indie. It's on the Xbox arcade and stuff too. I think that version is different, though. I couldn't find any guides for this version, which is why I couldn't confirm anything.
Is it real? Does it exist, or is it like a bootleg? What do you got here, Smite?
I'm pretty sure it's real. Oh no, a whole line disappeared.
Yeah, what was that? Okay, Apt Funk has cleared it.
After 12 minutes. Let's play the Eggmania OST. Yeah, this is on PS2. This Extreme Madness. Extreme Madness. Not this version, though. And that's the one. It probably plays similarly, though. I'm telling Oddfuck he's on the wrong difficulty here. Nothing he does will count. It's all training.
Now's not the time for egg training.
I feel like in a lot of ways, Tricky Towers has a lot in common with this game in that when you're close to the top, you could rush a little bit and slam a couple line pieces down on top of each other and do that jump. I was able to pull it off when I was trying this out, just to try it out, but I didn't understand exactly the mechanics. The most confusing thing is why the heck my tower is disappearing the way it does. It's not very clear. Like currently Funk is battling with it and not making progress because it's disappearing as quick as you slam them down. This rubber duck attacks. Stage hazards. It looks like the idea is to leave pits when you need to, when it's faster to just slam a line over top, but you do need to make lines. Definitely want to go for that. When you can. 3.
Is that Funk still on training mode?
If people don't pay attention to Discord, I can't help them. I told them. I don't have any way to, like, contact them beyond that. I sent them a message.
Right.
If they made a mistake, that's where I will reach. Training is obviously a very easy one, comparatively. Already clearing stage 2 in the time these players did stage 1. The AI doesn't really fight back, and the distance is much lighter. Been
Game's got a neat soundtrack.
yeah, it's not too bad. This is the legit PS2 version though, so I'm not sure what the G-Bass sounds like.
Chill industrial Tetris? Alright, sure.
Damn lightning. Watching these players struggle quite a bit with this stage they're on in space.
Is this the third one?
I think the clown level is there.
So Junai's furthest?
Yeah. If they pull this off, they'll be done in pretty quick time. They'll beat in 2 games in 17 minutes. They're close.
There we go. Abfunk has changed their difficulty.
Mission begins.
Got a nice little training run in. This should be no problem now.
That's fairly true. Junai is done. I think that's all 3. Yes, they're moving on.
Oh boy, it's time.
Clu Clu Land, gotta play that OSD.
Yeah.
I'd give them pretty good directions on how Clu Clu Land is played because it's not too obvious. Love that noise.
Blur, blur, blur.
They're looking to reach the bonus level by progressing far enough through the game. That's about 5 stages. They have to pass through and make lines, basically, by walking through where the line would be. You turn by holding your arms out and grabbing a peg, and you rotate around it, and you release to throw yourself in the new direction. That's,
yeah, you can't stop moving.
Yeah. There's no D-pad in this.
You can't really change your direction on your own free will. You just hold out your arm and grab a pole and swing around it.
Yep. And what just happened there, that instant game over, that's familiar from last time. People had a lot of trouble with this. The controls are very strange.
You do have a way to defend yourself. It's pretty important that you figure that out.
Yeah, there is a gun. The gun disables those enemies, makes them destroyable.
You have a gun.
It's the NES, so I expect players to try out all the buttons on their own. They don't need me to tell them all the controls.
Even if you spend time trying to figure out the controls, you still have to, spend time figuring out what the fuck you're supposed to do in this game. Which is, of course, reveal a picture.
Yeah. It's different too. It's not the same. Chaos Defrost is done with the Egg Mania as well. So because the walls are random, you never know where you're going to end up with what you have to draw here, and sometimes it's wild.
Junai on their last life. Do they need to beat this level?
They need to beat the next 3. At a time. There's also a dash, I think. Isn't there a run? I feel like there's a speed up button.
Is there?
I think so. I don't feel like Junai tried any buttons. All they did was D-pad to turn, and they didn't try either button. I think there is a run. I might be wrong.
Chaos Defrost has also started up Clu Clu Land. Let's see if they know what they're doing. I'm getting no. I'm getting this distinct no.
I kind of want to load this up and put it front and center in there to show people how this game works. It's such a confusing mess. It's one of those games that only has like 5 stages too, so...
Yeah, you're drawing a picture. Okay, Chaos found the gun. They have not correctly destroyed an enemy yet, but the enemy's in a weird spot, so I don't know what they do about that even. Your gun does not run out. Your gun is always your response, basically, to enemy. And you are not allowed to run into the vortex in the center. That is where enemies come from. That is the Hell Zone. You can swing around it on a pole, and you may have to reveal, you know, part of the picture.
Let me do that. This is my Clu Clu Land. Alright. They've convinced me that I gotta play this a little bit. It's been a while.
I think I have this on my Switch. Because it's part of the online thing. Wobbly Python has begun to Clu Clu Land.
Okay, there's no dash. Yeah, so it's certainly a weird mess, but yeah, you can also kill these guys by slamming them into the wall like that. That's the thing.
Yeah, just like that critically acclaimed Game Freak game, Mendel Palace.
Yeah. Love to
shove
destroy
nerds into
enemies.
walls.
Yeah. You don't have to. You can just push them out of the way if you want. But that's chump stuff.
Well, you shouldn't go out of your way to kill enemies because you'll probably end up killing yourself. You should really focus on making the picture. Focus on finding those lines and figure out what the image is.
I got beaten. It's a little weird, but you do get used to it after a little while.
Yeah, it's definitely not a game that feels natural to control the first time you play. There you go.
That's a stupid face. All right. You gotta show us that picture. I see them getting some headway. They're starting to get the hang of it.
We're making some progress here. I think Junai is very close to finishing the one you just finished.
That timer is mean.
But just ran out of time.
Yeah. You only lose 1 life for that, at least. I'm gonna do one more stage. There are a couple in the way. Oh, we're faster.
Oh my god, they're so close! No, the game's over! Man, 3 levels, huh? In 5 lives?
I think it's more than 3. Did I overdo it on Clu Clu Land, do you think?
I don't know. What's the requirement? I'd say 2 levels is good.
Well, thankfully that's an easy thing to track. And if we're changing it... Oh, that's the bouncy pads, that's right. Forgot about those. Those are really annoying.
Wobbly Python, I think, knows what they're doing. They have passed the first level. Second level is green, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so those things are eyes, I see. That's very confusing. I wonder how many pictures there are. It seems like there's a good variety.
Somebody said there was like 20 of them.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that sounds
portals,
about right to me.
Portals of death. Oh, those are gross.
Oh, they're all in the instruction manual. Interesting. Spoilers.
Wow, that's neat.
Wobbly Python has gotten their second level. Chaos to Frost seems to be on their second level as well.
This level I'm on sucks. I hate it.
Okay, so was it 3 or 4 then?
This is 3 for me, and it's pretty gross. I don't know if I should, Oh, there we go. I think 3 is probably good.
3 seems pretty good.
If they could be 3 stages, I think I'll call it for them. I'm seeing if it's 4 or 5 to the bonus round right now. I'm on my 4th. I'm actually running out of lives myself. I've been taking some hits trying to figure out how to play again. I think this is the last stage. This last level here. It looks like a final level to me. It's got the annoying garbage in it. Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, this looks dangerous.
This sucks. I hate it. Oh jeez.
Do you have to reveal the rubber bouncy things?
No, they're optional. They're a pain in the ass though.
Wobbly has 11 left on their last life. 250 seconds Nintendo Clu Clu Land seconds remain. Those seconds are extremely fast for reference.
Oh, I got bitten. Dang. I know where I need to go. It's just getting there is a little tricky.
5 remain, but 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, they had 2 left. It was probably situated around the voids.
Yeah, that's right. If the rubber posts appear, you cannot grab their corners anymore. They're gone. Ah, there is a 5th stage. Okay, so the bonus round is definitely too far. I think 3 stages is good, though.
No one has gotten there yet.
It's just this one track.
Denied. Gamed over again.
Damn.
Got to level 3, but...
You definitely get the hang of the goofy controls to some degree, but they're not perfect. The way you're facing has a lot to do with it.
It's still hard.
I don't know what the hell I'm drawing here. What is this nonsense? What's left? Oh, I died. 0 counts, I'm still in. There must be something else to do here. I think I need to go down in a second.
seconds left.
Yeah, so I didn't make it. But I think I was really close. Where's the last one? I'm looking for the last one. Where do you think it is, Voice of Dog? You think it's in the bottom center?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, that's
it's
it.
a little small on my screen.
Jeez. Well,
Oh, okay, yeah.
that's one hell of a puzzle, that one. That one sucks.
It's not really a picture, it's just a pattern.
Anyway, that is the entirety of the game. They just take those layouts and assign new pictures on them. And they give you this bonus round in between them, which is a whole bunch of this. And it's technically doable in one go if you're really fast. I'm not this time. When I was a kid, I was a really good player at this, but not anymore. It's like the one time you get new music, also. Yeah, I couldn't even get half of this bonus round, but you could totally do the whole thing in one go if you're fast at Clu Clu Land.
I feel like you do, like, probably 2 loops. Two runs around.
Get the centerpiece and then do the edges. The edges take forever.
Yeah.
You gotta spin on each one.
Maybe 3 times. Maybe you may need to spin in the opposite direction, like a double helix, and get each side once. Maybe some redundancy there. It's a tricky game. It's not an easy game. But I like when it shows up because people are just so confused by it. Just like, what? How do I move?
It is 2 players. You ram into each other, so there's that element to it, but it certainly is nice to co-op this game. You get some assistance.
Yeah, this works as a co-op. It's a little chaotic.
It's helpful to have 2 guns and double the speed on getting this done. The timer matters.
Wobbly and Chaos. Coming on the home stretch here. Chaos still has 5 lives.
This is Butterfly. Oh, he's missing the bottom left wing.
He's very close. He's still got 4 lives, though, but Wobbly only has 0, which is less than 4. Both still have a bit of time. There it is. Chaos is done.
Has Junai beaten
And
you,
Wobbly
Wobbly?
is done. Nope.
They say they have.
Did they? I didn't see it.
I didn't see Junai beat level 3 of Clu Clu Land. Did that happen?
Have to look at the tapes. I mean, it should be easy to find because it flashes and all that, right?
Yeah. I'll have to go look, I guess. Well, Junai's still going. They did not beat the blue stage. They only made it to the blue stage. Yeah, I just ran through it myself to make sure the bonus round was not too far off, and it is, so. Look at this co-op Wobbly Python playing. 2 controllers at once. We don't have any command to undo somebody saying they're done. I don't think. Maybe I do, but at the end of the day, it's not really a permanent thing. It's just for reference, so I can fix their time manually. And they were very concerned with getting me to cancel it when they should just be going and trying to finish. Hey, they got the same picture I did. Janae's on the final stage.
With 2 lives left, that's doable.
It is. He earned 1 here. I gotta figure out what June's time is. So they finished game 1 in 6 minutes, and game 2 in 12. Let me add those up to get exacts on them, but it's... $18.19 is when they finished. So they're actually getting close to the 20-minute mark on these. They only have 1 minute left to save any time at all here. Or else they're taking 20 minutes on Clu Clu Land. Did Janae wipe out? Okay. We have times. 33:20 for Chaos Defrost. 33:37 for Wabi Python. The confusing time is Janai's. I'm working on it right now. The other two did so well at Clu Clu Land. Janae's time is 38:19.
It immensely helps if you have played Clu Clu Land just a little bit before. Just that you know the control. The general idea behind the control scheme.
38:19. And App Funk is not done yet, so we have our ranks here. Janae takes third this time. Chaos, by 17 seconds, is first.
Well done.
Bobby Python in second place. Disgusting gameplay from Clu Clu Land here when you haven't played it before and you're trying to rotate your way into a wall that you can't even see.
No, it feels so weird and bad. And then you like bounce into invisible walls and shit and you're like, what is anything? I don't know.
I think At Funk is has a little bit of time left, like 10 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, it's pretty easy to add their time up. They're at 30 and 40 seconds left. So they do have 10 minutes left at this point. If they want them. They're passive. No surprise on that. They look like they're out of a bad time. Okay. Match H3 is starting up. We're doing the Pelican Pack. We're just going to jump right into it. These folks wanted to do back-to-back, so yeah. We're 20 minutes behind now. We're catching up to where we're supposed to be.
Hey.
The nice thing for time saving is that we can just jump right in and we don't have to move around screens, so...
What pack have they chosen?
The Pelican Pack. H3. Like 15% of the tournament's matches happened this weekend. Wow, there's so many games going on. Made a lot of progress on this.
Good.
All right, Codename Viper. This game 1.
That's an Arcade Pit classic, right?
I don't think so.
No?
You're mixing it up with I know what game you're thinking of. I can't remember its name. Junction.
Junction.
Alien Hominid. That Newgrounds hit from 2000 nothing.
Huh. Interesting.
That's our games.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Vice Project Doom. Yep, I'm in the dark here.
Alien Hominid is one of those famous Newgrounds things that was a Flash platformer and somehow crossed the threshold into actual video game territory and got marketed and sold in Europe on the GBA and later on the Xbox Arcade and some other stuff.
And Steam, probably.
Yeah, I bet it's on there. Wouldn't surprise me. It's very much Metal Slug.
Oh, well, that sounds okay.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty good.
I say Newgrounds and you're like, ugh, but actually Newgrounds had some.
Well, not
good games.
really. It doesn't give the best impression, but you know, I don't think Metal Slug when I think Newgrounds.
Yeah, it looks really nice. It's really well animated. It's Metal Slug on Flash, more or less, is what it is. It's one of the top things they ever made on that site.
Now, what is Junction?
It's a puzzle game. We gotta deal with bot issues real quick. It's probably because we started so late, the bot is confused about what to do. Working on that right now. trying to make a new room right now. I'm having trouble with this. Dang bots. When they don't work right and I can't figure them out.
Oh god, I still gotta get shopping and get dinner going before pit. I should probably hop off now. I'll see you later at pit time. Have a good one.
See ya. We got our bot working. Codename Viper. Time to start this race. We're just looking for level 1 of Codename Viper, not too far in. This is a game where you can go into the little doors those dudes are spinning out of. Save hostages. Also, you get weapons that way. And I believe the exit to the stage is related to a bomb that you find in one of those doors. And you gotta break it on out. Elad, thanks for the host. We are working on our tournament here. Thank you for that big raid, Elad. What are you up to? We're about to start our final match of the night, actually. We do have an arcade pit match here in an hour and a half. So, you know, I need to get moving so that I'm ready for that. We're behind schedule on these. We should be wrapping this up, but we haven't even started the last game yet. Big finals, nice. Trip to the Necrodancer races. Gravian, thanks for the year of subs. What's going on? Waiting on App Funk right now. I'm not sure what the delay is exactly. I don't see why people wouldn't race the Hyrule version of the Necrodancer. Looks great. I feel like if they don't, then there must have been some terrible mistake with the design. Like, surely they would. Operations underway. 10 seconds to start. Let's do it. Codename Viper. They all have to sit through this cutscene here. Easy difficulty is fine. I didn't specify, so we'll roll with the easy one. I assume that's what I played. I don't think I've ever actually beaten Necrodancer, but it's only because when I was playing it, it was new, and it did not have the ending in yet. I was able to beat what was in it. And I'm, aside from, like, that Into the Breach and FTL, those two games, I don't really play the same game much. I have so many to play. Nuclear Throne in them. I bounce around so much. I have so many games to get into, and I did not get sucked into Necrodancer enough to go back into it once it was finally ready. Rhythm-based roguelike, it's very hard. I had a hard time grappling the mechanics. Let's play some Codename Viper OST. Into the Breach is great on the Switch. I think if you like rhythm games, Necrodancer is an obvious choice. It's got good music in various OSTs that you can switch between in-game, and the gameplay doesn't change any because it matches up with that. Hey bro, sent you. Thank you for those as well. What's going on? I see Nightbot's back in. Does this command work now? Great. This is our final race of the night. It just began. You guys are in time. We do have an arcade bit match, but I'll be offline for that 30 minutes while we set that up. I think. Probably. Hopefully I will be. I'll take a little break. Wobbly just got a whole bunch of bullets. This dude, his biggest issue is that he has 2 HP. It just feels like a game where he'd have like 6. Oh, too late to save that hostage. It's a skeleton. It's 2 HP on easy. I think he has pants, they're just tan pants. Unless you think he's just wearing boots and nothing else. Oh, that funk decided the waterfall was a safe choice. It wasn't. Man, our players are having a bad time in this game. You know they're gonna check every single door too. Why would one want to rip off Rolling Thunder? Is that a popular game? I hate it. Oh man. Wobbly got a big gun. Chipping them away. It's just stage 1 on easy of Codename Viper. It's this ridiculous. I think they need to find a bomb in order to exit, and that's why they're checking so valiantly every single door. I told them that much, is that the exit is probably tied behind one of those doors. Bomb obtained. He's got it. Wobbly's found it. I think at this point, then, they could probably skip these doors if they want. Oh. Death. Oh, so far back. Why is your HP so bad? Oh, Wobbly tripped. 1 life left. 2 HP in the way of losing this. And he's down. Wobbly's restarting. Chaos has finished. This is what I've obtained. Fire. It's time for Junction. Junction. This game is Pipe Dream, sorta. It's like that tile sliding mess of a thing that you probably had as a kid. The sliding puzzle stuff. The goal is to hit the tabs that are hanging off the board. You need to design a map that allows that to happen. Well, Labyrinth, I think, is the thing where you tilt the actual 3D board, right? And it has holes in it. Maybe not. Sliding puzzles are a fairly common thing. They're in the Simpsons game. One of the things you can do in this, that Chaos just did, is move the tile that your orb is on while it's on it, and the orb will follow with it, so you can slide it down that way. That's a very handy trick. You cannot move the gold tiles. In fact, the only thing you can do in this map is move those 4 in the bottom center. So this second map is pretty easy. The third map and the 4th map will be the trouble. This big, complex-looking thing that is Stage 2 is not so bad. Because you're looking at that huge mess and you're like, oh man, but really, you only have 4 moving parts. Stage 3. Those dead ends, they send your ball back. You can't have that there. You're gonna have to do something else. Oh man, gotta figure out Stage 3. I don't think Chaos understands why that's happening, but they're starting over. If you're wondering why there's only 4 stages. At Funk and Janai still working on this goofy game. Let's play Junction's OST. Uh-oh. Took a death on stage 2. That's interesting. Has Wobbly beaten stage 1 yet? Are they stuck? They don't realize that pyramid is a jump. I don't think that's gonna harm them ultimately, but it is confusing them here. The pyramid is not bad. It's just a leap, and that's fine. But they can solve this without doing that. Certainly, in like 7 different ways. Level 1 has a lot of flexibility. You could slide the ball down there while it's on it if you want. They also have a speed up button that is not being employed. App Funk has beaten level 1 of Code Viper. Codename Viper. That is leaving Junai in last place here currently. Hey, Codename Viper is defeated. Everyone has cleared it. It's time for Junction. Across the board. This music reminds me of like a death scene in Snatcher. Just not pleasant. It's what they're listening to. This is the ocean theme. I think the Chaos has worked out something. I don't know what they're gonna do now, but they've worked out something. Ah, yeah, they've got it half done. If they could just repeat that. I bet there's other ways to do this. Oh, I don't know why they did it that way. Man, that sucks. I thought I had it together in my mind how it's supposed to be done. I feel like there's alternate solutions to these. And the easy one is to move it while it's on it and do a backwards bounce into the next one over. and repeat 5 times. Eventually, you'll have to switch to the top. The goal is to destroy the tabs on the edges. There is no exits. The goal is all the raised parts need ran over. I told the players that much. That's what they know. Yeah, there is level 4 after this. It's true. They have not been on this that long, though. It's only been 10 minutes for Chaos. They're the one who's made the most progress. They still have another half the challenge, and I feel like they've got level 3 nearly down. They still are dying on stage 2, though. And that really... I never know what to expect. You know, once I hear that the player has beaten the level in this game, it really is just doing the same thing again. And level 2 is the easiest one of the 4, I think, because there's so few moving parts. So how did they beat it and now they're stuck on it? Well, they're back on stage 3. I feel like levels 2 and 3 are tutorial levels, and 2's is mostly to show you what the pyramid does and how to move a couple pieces around. 3 is making damn sure that you know how this sliding ball thing works. All the players have reached stage 3, I think, except maybe Wobbly Python. I would say that Chaos definitely has the idea here. I don't know what that red thing is on the stage. Is that like a bonus? Is that hell? What's that? Chaos has it. All wrapped up. Chaos is on the final stage. It looks like Junai's catching up. They lost a lot of time on Codename Viper, but they have already caught up to Chaos. They are in the lead now with Chaos on this final level. And it's not a bad one. Oh no, Chaos! That was your last ball! Oh man, oh no! You gotta use this tile and this pyramid and solve the distance. And again, I feel like it's confusing until you realize what to do, and then you realize there's only 2 parts that matter. So how do you do this with 2 pieces? Defeat stage 4. It is not allowed to land on the empty tiles. You have to land on a road. Anybody got a solution? Junction is Jana's game to figure out here. They're making progress. Faster than anybody. They took so long on Codename Viper, they need this. Trying to get that stupid thing in position quickly enough. Wobbly passed on that game. Playing other than Hominid now. So this is Alien Hominid. I guess we could play the music from that. We'll mix it up off of this mess. It's pretty much what you would expect out of a Newgrounds. I never really played it much, but I played it when it was made in Flash. It was neat. It's always been an eye-catchingly good-looking animation. Did Chaos beat it? I don't know what they're doing. They're pausing. They're using pause glitch technology here. I don't know if that actually helps any, but he thinks it does. So players can do whatever they want, I guess, in regards to that. Can he make it to the other side? Chaos found some weird way to do this that apparently he has to grind pause to just mash that into dust to make this work. But it works, I guess. I feel like that's not necessary. But he's done it legit, has beaten this game, continues to hold that lead. Wobbly has quit. I think that June is doing it correctly. Except for they moved the pyramid. I don't know why they did that. Damn. I think that they've got the right idea. This is how I was doing it. Something like that. I feel like there's a couple ways, again, to do this, but you can use both of these pieces together and not have to pause every 2 seconds. I mean, obviously, that's not intended, so. And now you just move them down. So yeah, we're seeing a solution of sorts here. June's got to hurry up, though. Does not have time to mess around right here. Looks like it's in order to me. Looks like June's gonna beat it correctly. So what this game has done here is added in this idea of timing these movements very precisely. Just really mean. Oh, I don't know about this jump, though. Oh, I think he... Oh, no. Does that work? I think it's too far. Damn. They were so close. They needed to get the pyramid out of the way for that last one. Oh, they're so close, though. They might be the one person who beats this legitimately. AppFunk also took a pass on this game, so Janae is going to try and beat it without glitches, and Chaos found a way to do it with glitches. Oh no. Janae doesn't remember how they did it the first time, I guess. Keeps using the pyramid. Ah, they showed us how to do it, and they don't even know how to do it. No, no. That sucks. Those pieces just need flipped around. Get that dang pyramid out of there. It's useless after that jump. Oh, damn. They're back to the start. They're in a very frustrating place where they need that win to win this race. And they have to start over now. They're 13 minutes into this game here. It's interesting how assets like that text on wobbly screen are left in this game. Nice looking as it is, it's still got that garbage. It's just text. This is not an asset at all. Yeah, I'm surprised this game, Alien Hominid, got a Game Boy port of any kind, considering things like Hoss Ass Grill. But being on the other systems after that makes more sense. I wonder who did the music. Game Boy Advance Doom is quite a thing, yeah. We're back on stage 4 of Junction. Will we see this victory happen? Oh, that's the ticket right there. The pyramid jump from tile 2 is how he did it the first time. They're gonna have to do something here. They gotta get rid of the pyramid in general. Just get rid of it. Oh no. Like, looking at it as an observer who's not dealing with the controls, I can tell exactly what the problem is and how to solve it, but they're just not pulling it off. They have a very limited amount of time and they have to rotate those pieces somehow. They have to mix them up. Either that, or do what they do here and move the pyramid while it's getting ready to jump so that it saves the jump. Just gain a tile somehow, right? They could do it right at the start really easily. Just leave the pyramid over one and move the cross when the ball's on it. But because they're doing it this way, I think they're making it hard on themselves. I don't know what their plan is. It sucks that they can't finish it. They're so close, but they just did the same thing again. They didn't change anything. I want to see Junction get beaten, damn it. Defeat Junction. There's a couple of things you could do here to make this easier. I think the easiest thing right now would be to move the pyramid to down left one and the cross pulled over to it. And then you could just walk it across. like they want to do. But because they'd start this way, when they don't have to start this way, they end up one short and make it very hard at the end instead of... It would be pretty easy, I think, to do it that way. Now, they need to do something now, and they're not gonna make it happen like this. The pyramid's no good here. This is what they tried the first time, and they're doing it again. That jump is too far. It's a tile too far. Wobbly Python has finished stage 1 of Alien Hominid. Though they skipped some games. They skipped Junction. Their time is 38:47. They're 6 minutes into the 7 minutes into the future, actually. Come on, Junction. I can't believe that they're missing this, but they're so close right here. They just need to do it at the start. They make it so hard on themselves. You can still do it, but the big difference is you have to now race with the jump, and the jump sucks. It's brutal. I mean, they could start setting it up too. They're just not. Hurry, go, 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 go! Oh man, yeah, Junction. At last, Junction is dead. Oh man, they did that in such a malicious way too, man. They did that as hard as possible, I think, but we had one person beat it with glitches and one person beat it legit, but in like the most maniacal way possible. How about Junction level 5? Unfortunately, it took them so long to do that, they only gained 42 seconds. I don't know how much time they lost on Codename Viper. Janae is currently in second place with 4 points. Chaos has 5, and Wobbly has 3. This is a long stage for Alien Hominid too, isn't it? It's quite a journey. All of this music has been Alien Hominid, and you would have heard it loop like 5 times in stage 1. This dumbass tank battle is just nonsense. Oh boy. Stage 1 is so long, it's like 5 parts. I don't think that Wobbly's time is right, actually. They're not done. I shouldn't have told them they were. Look at this boss guard the fire hydrant. I was going by your notes, Extreme Zero. So I guess we should go by 1, 2, probably. Based on this. Is 1, 2 that fire hydrant boss? And is anyone else finished? Okay. In that case, 38:47 is Wobbly's time. At Funk's time is 47:06. They took 2 passes, I guess. Well, 17 minutes on this and 20 on Junction. See, Wobbly's time in Codename Viper was only 7.5 minutes. That's where they picked up a lot of that. Chaos Defrost also beat Codename Viper very fast. 6.5 minutes for Codename Viper on Chaos, but they took... I mean, they took less time on Junction. They actually beat Junction. But Wobbly Python defeated this game, and it's apparently giving the other 2 trouble. And that doesn't surprise me. A Newgrounds shoot 'em up like this being hard. Chaos Defrost is about to wipe out, actually. Needs to be careful. Yeah, don't underestimate how well made Contra actually is. It's hard to make games, turns out. I feel like some of the Contras don't require memorization. Some of them do, for sure. But there's a lot of gotchas in Contra 3, for example. That isn't in Super C. You could beat Super C in your first run. I feel like if you were good at that kind of game, you could do it. Chaos is finished at 40:45. Is Wobbly just way better at Alien Hominid than everyone else? Is that how they gained so much time? They gained a lot of time. They beat this game in 11 minutes. A solid 5.5 minutes faster than Chaos. That's good work. Chaos is yelling about Junction, but he's one of the people who beat it. We're just waiting to see what Janae's time ends up being here. But Chaos Defrost is certainly second, and Wobbly is first. I don't know where Janae's going to end up. Who's your boss? If only Janae had figured out Junction a little sooner. What they did worked, but they took an extra whole run to do it. It took 5 minutes, maybe more. They certainly would have won with that extra time if they had done it. A second place here would have kept them in, but I think if they get third or fourth, they're out, and I think that's... it's looking like third. This is the final match for these folks, so I can tell you the final scores for them now. And that is 6 to Chaos Defrost, 5 to Wobbly Python. It's looking like... No, actually 6 to Wobbly Python. It's 7 to Chaos. Chaos 7. June's looking like they're going to get 5. Atfunk didn't get any points. So we have our 2 advancing. It's Chaos and Wobbly. First 2 to move on, I think. Let me check that out. Are there any other matches? Yeah, Flaming Rock and Dr. Mutagen are also moving on. No, wait, that one's not done yet. No, it's not. We need 9. There's still a match left there. I think this is the first group to finish. It's looking like it. Ah, Finn and Patty, they're moving on too. Group U is also done. Hey, that's 2 groups out of like 21 that are finished. All right. Man, this boss still alive. It just won't go down. All right, Junai's done. The time of 46 even. They get third. That boss took a while.